This program is presented by Success Society International. See you at the top.
Welcome to Being Champions, Mr. Amit. Thank you. So, how is Khalti doing? It's doing good. And how is Amit Agrawal doing? Great. So when you went through understanding your journey to the place you are today, you began with something very humble, right? You were in Birgunj when you came to Kathmandu. You were looking for scholarships to go and study, and now you are running one of the largest fintech companies in the nation. Tell us something about this journey. Like, how did this happen? And there's so much of inspiration for everyone who has so many excuses about their journey now.
Well, it just happened. I was lucky, I would say. I had good team, good members, good co-founders, and like they dragged me along in this journey. I came to Kathmandu, but it was all like set. I didn't know I'd be coming to Kathmandu. My sister moved to Kathmandu 15 days ago, my SLC, and after SLC I could go and stay in Kathmandu. Luckily I got 100% scholarship for my plus 2 for my engineering, and then after engineering my friends had already opened this company, Janaki Technology, and I just got an opportunity to join. And then yes, it's been a decade now we have been working, and yes, it's been great now.
So you have been great as a student as well, isn't it?
Yes, I was a good student maybe.
So I would like to correlate it here. How do you think of academics? Like, there's so much of controversy and thought about how academics really, puts a value into one's living. So what's your take on it? How does academics?
Yeah, there's no generalization to it. I would not say that academics means success or anything. It just happened in my case. I was a good student that helped me get scholarship, and I studied. But like today, though I did engineering, I do nothing about engineering. I take care of marketing and business development. So even after completing my engineering, I joined Subishu as a support engineer. I worked there for 3 months, but then I realized that tech is not my cup of tea. I want to get into more marketing. So academics is okay, but I'm not related with any kind of success or any kind of journey as such.
Wonderful. So right now, how do you see the startup scene in Nepal right now? There are many, youngsters coming up with ideas, experimenting it in market, and so many new things coming up. So some of the new area is being created right now. What's your take on that? How do you do that?
Definitely there's a new era, I would agree to that, but there's a lot of bubble, there's no scale up. There are startups, but we need scale ups. We need companies that would really go and solve people problems and generate some revenue out of it, make some business sense, because just by passion things cannot be driven. There has to be revenue and passion should come together. So there's a lot of bubble which has to be better. There has to be more business sense, more solving of the problems. Not like entrepreneurship is not about fashion, right?
Exactly.
It is about solving problems. So that thing is still lacking, because we don't have that patience. We work for a year or two and then we want to go to US or Germany or Canada. But it requires, we have been working for 10 years now for one single thing. We worked for Sparrow SMS for 8 years now, and now we work for Khalti, right? So I think a lot more to do. But yes, the bubble is there. It's hot. Entrepreneurship is hot. Students are trying to do it.
Okay. So I would again correlate to what you said right now. You said that many, youngsters are coming up with ideas, starting up their companies, and then living up for and after a few years losing that motivation. So what made Amit Agrawal stick to his commitment to work with Janaki Tech? What made Khalti and Sparrow SMS stand up even when there were opportunities abroad?
Well, I would say in my case it was my team, my co-founders. We were four partners, so they were a very strong bond, and like that helped us stay together. They were my partners in all ups and downs of life, be it professional or be it personal, and then we had a good blend of skill set. Like if I could take care of marketing, my partner could take care of operations, and someone could take care of technology. And yes, it's been 10 years, and we have known each other for more than 15 years now, because we did engineering together, and that was the main reason for staying back in Nepal. We have traveled around the world. I've been to a lot of countries, but I feel life is really good.
Which one is your favorite?
Nepal. I don't want to go to
That's so beautiful. So that's a message to all those champions who have a lot of potential in you, but then you want to go outside and work for someone else in some other country. That's a message for you from Amit Agrawal. We'll have more wonderful talk ahead with Mr. Amit Agrawal, the CEO at Khalti, about his journey and what we can together learn about it. So let's go ahead with another series of talk. So now the question here is,
you started your company with friends right now, right? And in the teenage, the champion society who's watching this right now is full of enthusiasm, right? They are wonderful friends. They love to hang out with them, and they love to have fun. And at just a time, an idea sticks out, and they say, let's team up and come up with something. But again, the question here is that every year, every month, there are so many startups the startup, that started with so much enthusiasm, with a wonderful problem solving idea that breaks out. So when choosing partners, particularly in business, when teaming up with friends to build companies, how can that be made more reliable and suitable?
Again, it's a tough question. Like, there is no fixed funda to it, right? It's about when you dream, you should have the skills and the competence. You have to build that competence to achieve a dream, right?
Okay.
And you can't do everything alone, right? And gradually, when you grow old, you will have personal problems. You will have, the energy might not be the same. So you need to find out what can be the right blend. Right? For example, if you're a very good app developer, you need someone who can actually market that app, right?
True.
Or who can build those partnerships. And in a classroom, when you are with your friends, you have all types of people, right? Some might be the toppers who get the rank 1, and some might be the ones who might be good at cricket, and some might be the one who might drop you home. So it's all different skill set, right? There's no fixed way to it, but it's about commitment. Do you share the same vision, same passion or not, and can you give full time to that idea or not for a long term? Anything that looks awesome requires a lot of hard work for a long time. So consistency is the most important thing, and a lot of factors influence it, right? So you can't evaluate all the factors.
That's true.
You can't say that this partnership will work and this won't work.
Exactly.
So there's no great evaluation tool for it, but you need to understand if there is a sync in the thinking process or not, and if the vision is same or not. Yeah.
So, in the fintech scenario right now in Nepal, Khalti stands at a very good position right now, right? But again, there are big players that are coming up, may it be eSeva, may it be IME Pay, and there are others as well coming up at the same place. So, when Khalti is standing here right now, it's already been a time, you are fighting, you are struggling, you are just hustling, I would say. So what still drives you? Because logically there is no profit being driven right now. Logically there is no financial gain being directly recognized right now. There is so much of doubt happening in the scenario of fintech in Nepal right now. What drives you to keep going despite so many challenges? Again, the government policy, there's so many things. What is driving you to keep going?
So, there is no charm in hitting a goal without a goalkeeper, right? In a goal post, there has to be a goalkeeper,
That's
right?
True.
So we keep going because we are enjoying it. And if you see statistically, if you see the data, out of 3 crore people, there are not even 3 lakh active users of wallets every day.
That's true.
Right? So still a lot more to happen.
Exactly.
First thing, if you see out of cash transactions that happen, 3% transactions are only digital, 97% is still cash, and in that 3% also cards take away 70 to 80%, right? So still there is a scope. Third thing is, when we launched Sparrow SMS in 2010, 80% of the SMS market was already taken by other companies.
Okay.
But we kept focused, we kept innovating, and today Sparrow SMS is the leading SMS provider in the country, right? So we firmly believe in our team. Our technology is latest, our team is great, and money, big groups, power can come. If your fundamentals are right, there are a lot of people who wants to invest in Khalti, right? So money is not the problem. Bigger problem will be the team.
Exactly.
Because in Nepal, it's very difficult to get experts. You can get freshers, but not get expert. And even if you get them, after 2 years they want to go to US or UK or Canada and Germany. And who's going to look after your product and code? Because technology, IT is all about intelligent. It's the value of brain, right? Intellectual properties. So what we have is the team, and we understand the fintech fundamentals. And with that, definitely, it's been just 2 years. If you see the competitors, there are competitors in market who are more than a decade old, right? We've been just 2 years
and fighting it hard.
Yeah. So there is a lot of scope in the market. It's like having banks. How many banks are there in the country, right? So the banks give same service, but there is a scope for 10, 12, 20 banks.
At the same time.
Right. So if we can do things well, if we can disrupt any ecosystem, we can definitely sustain, and like we don't need 3 crore people to sustain. Like if we can have 5 lakh active users, we'll sustain. So keeping all these things in mind, and then there's fun in working, there's a momentum in our team when we have to fight bigger players with a small team and small money, lean way, and we find it a great learning platform as well.
So the champion society, the thing is, all of us expect the happiness, the success to happen, right? That when I'll have this, I'll become happy. When I'll have that, I'll become successful. But as Amit sir is saying it right now, that success or happiness or fun is not about reaching the destination, but completely enjoying the journey. That's such a wonderful insight, to be honest. I'm really so moved by it. I'll take it back to when you started with Sparrow SMS. You yourself were not the one who started it. You joined the team that started Janki Tech and later with Sparrow SMS.
Yes.
So when you started up with Sparrow SMS, when you joined Janki Tech, did you have a vision like we'll be touching lakhs of people's lives with our innovation, we'll be disrupting the market of fintech? And did you dream so big in the beginning part?
Honestly, no. We didn't know that we'll do that. But when we saw the use cases, when we saw that Sparrow SMS is being part of people's life, it's being part of people's happy moments, then we realized that we can really impact millions of lives. Today we serve more than 6 million SMS every year. More than 60 million SMS every year. Small use cases like where a migrant worker going abroad would check their labor permit via SMS, and that would help in safe migration. During earthquake, we integrated with Google for person finder service using SMS. A lot of people check their SLC result through SMS. Like in our time to get SLC result, it took us 10 days, right? But now you could just type your symbol number and send it to 35001. You get it, right? With all your marks, right? So these things help us add meaning to our life, add meaning to our work. So when you do meaningful work, when you are impacting lives, then that is the kind of feeling that keeps you moving. No matter what, you become a part of people's emotions, their experience, and their life, and that's why we're trying to now bring access to finance to almost every Nepali in the country. We've just started, it's been just 2 years. Currently we're more focused on urban areas, but yes, we will reach every Nepali. And we'll work hard till the day we reach there.
So as you just said that in Nepalese market, the fintech companies came in a lot earlier, a decade earlier, and Khalti started just 2 years back. So at what particular moment or what particular thought made you come up with Khalti even when there were players outside? Then e-Seva, they were doing good, to be honest. They were reaching lives, they had started. And what made you, to be honest, you were zero at that time and you said, come on, we'll fight the giant out there, like the David Goliath story, I would say. What made you come up and do that?
So, as I said, we just felt that we could serve better. We could do things in a smarter way. And we had that confidence from our past startup. We have worked in this market for more than 8 years now. We have the right team, and we know that in technology industries, which is futuristic, which will only work when economies of scale come in, you need the right team to be with you throughout the journey.
That's true.
And then money can follow, right? So we are betting, we are gambling on our team, right? And if you see the stats also, the 4G penetration had just started. The smartphone penetration was growing from 40 to 49%, and if you see the customs data, the import of smartphone is increasing 25% year on year.
Wow.
We knew that the internet cost will come down. We knew in the nearby markets, if you see Paytm, Amazon Pay, Google Pay, so a lot of Nepalese people, they watch Indian ads. So that awareness is still there. If you see China, WeChat and Alipay is doing great. So we knew that what is happening in India now will come to Nepal in a couple of years. So we know that's the future, and still there's a big scope. And fighting with giants, like we have done that in Sparrow SMS. A lot of companies like Yahoo was a big giant, but Google came in, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Google had, like, Yahoo had the opportunity to buy Google, but they didn't buy it, right?
Yeah.
So if you keep innovating and if you keep working hard, focused on one goal, there are chances that you surpass all the
Wow.
expectations.
So
So
the champion society, again, I would like to come up with something. It's not about how big you are, but it's about how big you dream to be, how big you believe yourself to be.
yeah.
So now I would come a little bit about how Khalti works. Please tell our champion society about how specifically Khalti works and how they can use it for better as well.
Yeah, so it's just a mobile wallet, So instead of carrying cash, you could have all your accounts, everything, in your phone. So you can just sign up. It's like a Gmail account or anything. You sign up from Google Play Store. You could search Khalti Digital Wallet. Once you sign up, the most important thing is you need to load money to it, right? If you don't load money, you cannot pay.
Exactly.
So to load money, there are different options. If you have a bank account, you can pull it from e-banking or mobile banking. Even if you don't have a bank account, you can use it by transferring money from other Khalti users or our cash points or depositing money in our vouchers in bank. So you don't need a bank account to run Khalti. And once you have money there, you can pay for all your utility bills, for mobile bills, for electricity, internet, movie, flights and everything. And the good part is you can do it anytime. Like even if it's 10 p.m. and you need to recharge your TV or phone, you could just do it. Or if you want to send money to any person you need to pay, you could do it, right? And it's cashless, it's environment friendly, and it saves money. Like if you do a recharge of 100 rupees, you get 2 rupees back. So there's no harm in using it. Just the problem is the first use, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to use it for the first time. So if you could do that, it will give a big support to Nepali startups like us. Your feedback is very valuable for us. So I would request all of you to try Khalti Digital Wallet and send us your feedback so that we could improve. There's a lot of things we already know, but it's in pipeline. You gradually develop things. It's been just 2 years. We are here not just for a few years. We want to be here for decades and then serve every Nepali.
Wonderful. So we are almost at the last part of today's wonderful interaction with you. We'll have a rapid fire round. I'll throw random words to you, and you just have to see a sentence, whatever comes up to your mind.
Okay.
Khalti.
Financial technology.
Amit Agrawal.
Khalti.
That was amazing. Something special, I would say. That was Mahata.
Young entrepreneur.
Thank you so much. I'm blessed. Okay. So coffee. Favorite coffee.
The simple coffee, without any fees in it. The local coffee.
Okay. Chia.
Pasal. I don't know the word that comes
That
from
comes up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then family.
Everything.
Money.
Money is just a materialized stuff.
Food.
One of the best things in the world.
Hairs.
Pardon?
Hairs.
Hairs. I wish I had more.
Oh, that was amazing. And then the final one here is partners.
Team.
Team. Wonderful. So thank you so much. It was fantastically awesome interacting with you. It was so much fun. Definitely for our champion society, learning from your journey in specific. And I'm very sure that you there will really utilize it in the right way. You'll pull yourself up to a new extent from these learnings. And I would like to hear it from you. How was your experience in being champions today?
It was really awesome. You are an awesome host, and yes, you're inspiring a lot of youths here. Keep the good work. Go dazzle the world. And I would like to say, especially the youths of Biratnagar, don't feel that the youths in Kathmandu have more access and they are more privileged. In today's world, everyone has good internet connection, and you have equal opportunities, equal access. You can do a lot of things by staying in Biratnagar. Personally, even I am from Birganj, and given a chance, I would want to shift back to Birganj than stay in Kathmandu. So don't just think that by going abroad you will have a good life. You can do a lot more things here in Biratnagar. See what this guy is doing. There are a lot of opportunities. This is an internet world. It will be challenging, I understand. It will be difficult. You might not get good people. You might not get good team. There might not be a big market, but what you need to do is to stay here, but you need to serve the global market or serve the national market. And then distance will just be just a small few hours thing. You can travel to any part of the world and serve any client and do much better. Yeah. All the best.
So super wonderful insight with Amit Agrawal today at Being Champions with Vaibhav Mahata. Next Monday 7 p.m. I'll be back with greater zeal, energy and enthusiasm about how we can together lead our journey towards becoming the champions. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's episode. See you soon next week. This program is presented by Success Society International. See you at the top.